Okay, so Nigel and I have come up from Alan's wonderful cafe chambers, and we're now in Enterprise Rockers HQ office suite right at the top of Chambers building. And the tweet that I'd like to talk about in this little segment is this one: finding and asking questions of customers will help you more than any experts. And my basic point is that your business is unique to you and your customers are unique to you. And one of the great things that we have is a massive advantage over the big corporates, where the higher you get in a corporate organisation, the further away you get from a customer, whereas we get as close as possible to our customers. And there was a chap called Stephen Covey who wrote one of the best-selling books of all time, and what I'd like to do is give you a little demonstration of what was done to explain about, it was called 7 Rocks of Productivity, and it was about using your time most efficiently, but I'll use it to explain something a little bit different, but it's a very good demonstration. So basically the idea of this this video, and let me put it on full screen, is that prioritising is incredibly important. Well, I've never actually minded people being disparaging about us as businesses, as calling us lifestyle businesses, because it's been one of the greatest joys in my life that for 30 years I haven't needed an employer, and I've actually been able to build the business into my lifestyle. But in order to succeed in your business and in life as well, you've got to be able to prioritise. And it's incredibly important that you actually do that to-do list the night before, and then you actually get cracking with your priorities. Now just watch this demonstration. The vessel on there is about showing that your time is limited, and we as micro business owners were incredibly time poor. We've got to balance all of our commitments, and it's very, very difficult. And that sand, as you can see, it's representing all the distractions that come along, all those little small things, if you like. I mean, I'm somebody who's obsessed by social media, and so I could literally spend my whole day playing on Twitter and social media, etc. There's all the emails that's coming in. There's lots of very minor things going in. He's put in the pebbles a little bit more important, and now he's putting in the major priorities, the really important stuff that you've actually got to do. Now, the most important things you've got to do in your own business are just 2. It's keeping customers, doing great work for them, and looking after the cash flow. And as you can see, he couldn't get in all of the priorities because he'd been distracted by all the small things going around. Whereas a small business owner has got to concentrate on finding and keeping customers. Now, as you see, let's deal with the priorities as the very first thing in the day, dealing with those excellent work for customers so that you get some referrals, finding some more customers, making sure that the cash flow is being paid, that you're chasing the monies, that you're negotiating the deals that get you paid up front. Those are the important things in your business. Those are the priorities, the 7 or 8 things in the morning that you're actually going to accomplish in that day as quickly as you can. Then you can see that the next more important things, if you like, the visits that you've got to make, the people that you've got to make contact with, and then finally, all of those littler things, your social media work, you're dealing with your emails, all of the various stuff. And it actually proves that if you deal and get those big priorities done first, the big rocks in the jar, a limited time first, then you'll find that not only can you deal with the big rocks, you can deal with the less important things as well, all of them. In your day. So it's all about prioritising what you do every single day so that you can mix it into your lifestyle, and that you concentrate your time on finding and keeping customers and managing the cash flow.